Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It is Brittany. So today's video, I have a update video for you guys on two of the most popular human hair headband wigs that I featured on my channel. This video is brought to you by MyFirstWig. So beginning of July, I featured Abe, which is the Yaki straight version of the human hair headband wig from MyFirstWig, and I loved it. In that video, I told you guys I was super skeptical about them even having headband wigs, and I was like, what year is this? But I was wrong, and I absolutely love them now. All I needed was that first one to kind of start the ball rolling, so I love that one. And then like a week or two later, I reviewed Destiny, which is a curly one, and I have worn both of them a lot. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys how they look after I've worn them probably 5 or 6 times each over the last month, and how I wash them. And then I'm going to show you guys what it looks like after I wash them, and talk about whether or not I feel it's good to invest in the human hair ones. You guys probably already know my answer, but let's get into the washing of these wigs, and then we'll come back with how they look now after I wash them. Hey guys, it's Brittany. So I'm gonna show you guys how I wash my headband wigs, my human hair ones. So this is what Destiny looks like. As you can see, it has a very natural luster. I showed you guys some human hair ones recently that were super kind of shiny. This is considered silky, but it has a very natural luster to it. But it's feeling dry right now because I haven't washed it at all. I just keep it in its original packaging. So I'm gonna wash this one. This is how Destiny look. And here's how that Yaki one looks. I think this one is called Abe. That beautiful, relaxed Yaki texture. I have worn both of these at least, I don't know, 4 or 5 times each. So I'm gonna go ahead and wash them. And I'm actually gonna wash the headband as well. I'm not gonna stretch it out or anything, but I'm probably gonna put a little bit of shampoo on it. If you are working out in these headband wigs, you definitely need to go ahead and wash the combs, especially, and the headband. Now I'm looking at this. This does have flyaways, but they're not as noticeable as some of the other ones I've tried. But I love both of these. And as far as what I use whatever is on hand. So I have my Garnier Whole Blends conditioner, smoothing conditioner, and I have the smoothing shampoo, and I bought both of these on Amazon, but you can use whatever you have. And then after I shampoo and condition, I'm going to use the Aunt Jackie's Moisture Intensive Leave-In Conditioner. So I'm going to have it on like warm to hot water. And if you don't want to wash the headband, you don't have to. You can just focus on the hair. I can do that as well because I haven't worn this like 12 times or anything like that. I'm going to use my Denman style brush here. If you're wearing this to work out in, again, make sure to wash those combs so you don't get like a scalp infection. So this product kind of leaves a little bit of a white residue on there, so don't use like too much. So all I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take the adjustable straps that are on the inside and hang it in my shower overnight so it air dries. Okay, so here's the Yaki one. Again, if you haven't been wearing it a whole bunch and you don't need to get the, you know, headband wet, then you don't have to. But if you've been wearing it a lot, you gotta watch that part too, so. Quickly apply Abe. I'm pretty sure that's the name of it. If I'm wrong, I'll put it on the screen or it will be in the description box. So this is what she looks like after she's been air dried, hanging in, you know, that shower rod. I just hung it on there. And somebody asked me, like, once it's wet, does it curl up? With this particular texture, it does not. This is a relaxed Yaki texture. I love that. I've heard people do they cut the combs out and they use the wig grip. I don't want to cut my combs out, but I don't know if I want to cut my combs out yet. I probably will eventually with like something that's a little bit like cheaper or something, but I don't want to cut my combs out yet. If you haven't watched the original review, it will be on the info card. And I do have a headband wig playlist that you can check out. I have synthetic and human hair on that playlist. So if you're in the market for one, I have a little bit of everything for everybody, every price point. So check it out. Just gonna snap that Velcro in the back. So it's a little bit humpy at the top, so I'm gonna get my hot comb. All right, so I'm gonna use my flyaway tamer that's also by MyFirstWig because it kind of, after I wash it, kind of kicked up the flyaway. So I'm gonna put it right here. Put some heat at the root so it's nice and flat. Okay, so I have done a headband haul and it's featured in my part 2 of my synthetic half wigs with headbands video, and by now that's already up, so you guys check it out because I have found so many cute ones on Amazon. So I'm gonna see which one do I want to wear. Okay, so here's Abe over a month later. Yeah, I personally didn't think it was thin. I think this is a natural density. I like the density of this and I like the everyday length that I got. I believe this is 16 inches. And I wore this to a gender reveal. I wore this to just every day. It can look more dressed up and cute, or you can just wear this every day. On my YouTube like stories, I showed you guys, I gave you guys many updates like days later, and I had no makeup on and it still looked like it was my hair. This Yaki texture is beautiful. With Destiny and Abe, they are the Malaysian texture. They wanted me to tell you guys that because y'all was asking me and I was like, I don't know, they didn't tell me. But the Malaysian texture is gonna be, I think it's like a higher quality and it's a bit nicer, so it's gonna be more expensive and it takes longer to process. So if you get the Malaysian texture, it's gonna take longer to process. Indian Remy is more budget friendly and it's not going to take as long to process, so keep that in mind before ordering. when these human hair headband wigs popped off in July, I don't think MyFirstWig was expecting it to be this popular, because neither was I. And some people, their orders did take a while to get to them, so keep that in mind. I am not in control of the shipping, so if you have any issues with your shipping or anything, direct those to MyFirstWig. Here's Abe a month later. She's in great condition. I'm still gonna keep her. I have featured some nice, you know, affordable synthetic dupes and stuff, but I really still like this. It has great movement to it. It's not stiff. We're moving out here. We're moving. I'm gonna switch into Destiny and then kind of get into my final thoughts about everything. All right, so here is Destiny, the curly one. I remember a lot of people they preferred the curly one. The curly one is easier as far as like you don't have to add any heat to it. You just have to wash it and then boom, the curls are popping again. And you guys watched my review from Wigs, and I told you guys that Destiny is a curly silky wig as well, but right out the pack, the curls were not shiny and the curls came basically from the root, and that's why I prefer Destiny over the one from Wigs. And that one was gorgeous though. Looks super cute in that low pony, and if you haven't watched that review, watch it, but I do prefer Destiny over that one for that reason. So let's just pop her on. Now, even now, the cap, even though this is a cap too, this feels tight on my head. Like it feels like it's smaller. The Abe did not feel this small. I had to do this with my Her Given Hair wig as well. I am going to cut the adjustable straps out because even the cap size 2 feels kind of small on my head. And I've worn these enough to, you know how they feel on my head now. And I cut my adjustable straps out of my Her Given Hair one as well. So the big head girls, you might have to do some adjustments. Small head girls, you're gonna have to do that too. Like average head people, you're the standard, so it doesn't really matter, but you're gonna have to do some adjustments if you have a bigger head or a smaller head. Abe was comfortable in that medium or in that cap too, but this one felt tighter to me. Like I have to do more stretching to get it over, to get the sides down and everything. I'm not a fan of how small the cap feels, even though this is a cap 2 from what I remember. So here's Destiny. I forgot how long this was though. I think it's like 20 inches. It has this beautiful, obviously it's human hair, but it has this lived-in curl that I prefer. It's not shiny, very natural looking curl. What kind of headband do I want to wear with this one? I think I want to wear white. So let's try to not make this white headband turn brown. Might be okay. I like the solid headbands because they go with everything, and I said this in my my part 2 of my synthetic half wig video with headbands. So this is what Destiny looks like after being air dried. Fluffy and gorgeous. Okay, so I'm probably gonna keep this on all day. I love the headband half wigs, the half wigs, because they instantly give you a natural look that is beautiful without the glue, the blending of the lace tint, scissors. I have enjoyed not fooling with lace as much on my channel. I am excited about the headband trend. On YouTube, what's popping right now is the headband wigs and butterfly locks. That's all I see. Headband wigs and butterfly locks. So yeah, so as far as do I feel like the human hair headband wigs are worth the coin? Of course I do. I am somebody that is not new to wigs. I know that headband wigs and half wigs have existed for a long time. Back in the 80s and 90s, people used to wear the headband synthetic wigs. And the reason why people are going crazy with the new trend now is because when I first started off with wigs, as I've said in other videos, but not everybody watches all my videos, so I'm gonna, say it again. I started wearing wigs in 2010, so I've been wearing wigs for 10 years, and I started off with half wigs, synthetic half wigs, but I stopped wearing them because they started to thin out my edges, and I started wearing lace front wigs and stuff. So it's nothing new, but the human hair part of it is what's new, and that's what's exciting for a lot of people. And I think headband wigs and synthetic half wigs are great because it gives more access to people who are beginners to wigs. They couldn't do the lace front or, you know, melt down a frontal or whatever, but you can just put on a wig, blend your edges or lay your edges down and be done with it. So I do love that. As far as the human hair ones that are in this price range, like this one and the Her Given hair one that I featured, and some of the higher end ones, I do think they're worth it because the quality is there. I don't have much of anything that I don't like about it, except that the cap was pretty tight on this one. And this is gonna last you a long time. So if you're somebody who is looking for something to invest in, I do think they are a great investment. But at the same time, I'm not, you know, oblivious to synthetic wigs. I have featured 2 lookbooks or 2 try-on videos of synthetic wigs, and I featured some really great dupes and amazing wigs in those videos. So there's pros and cons with the human hair ones and the synthetic ones. The synthetic ones don't last as long, but you get more variety, color variety and everything. With the human hair ones, they last a lot longer, but they cost more. So if you're somebody who has the coin or you just want to invest in a human hair one, they're available and they will last long. But if you're somebody who doesn't feel like you want to spend that much on a wig, that's fine. Don't knock people who do. Let people spend money how they want to, but you have the option of going with more affordable, cheaper human hair versions, because there's some good ones out there, or you can go with the synthetic version. So on my channel, I have a price point for every budget. I have synthetic budgets, I have the mid-tier, and then I have the higher end. So just choose what is best for you and don't knock other people with what choices they make. Yeah, so that's it. I definitely still love these wigs and have enjoyed them a lot, but it's just fun. And then all these headbands that I have, you can give yourself a different look. Now I did try this up in like a bun and all that kind of stuff, and here is, oh dang, I ain't had that down all the way. My bad. Here's something else I've noticed about human hair headband wigs versus synthetic half wigs. The good thing about the human hair ones, if you want to put this up in a ponytail, a half up, half down style, you don't have to worry about seeing your wig cap through it, whether it's black or light brown. You won't see it through it because the way it's constructed, it's like no spaces for gaps and stuff. Now it's gonna be harder to scratch your scalp, but you won't see your wig cap through it, so that's better. But if you have a full or a synthetic wig, you kind of cover that, but that's something I've noticed with these as well. So bottom line, I think these are a good investment. If you have the coin or if you save up for it, go for it. I think it's great. If you have any trouble with shipping or anything, make sure you direct that towards MyFirstWig. Go to their Instagram, let them know in their DMs or under their picture. And again, watch my headband playlist. There's a lot of good stuff on there, a lot of great content. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching another video. Shout out to my Premiere Squad, y'all been holding me down, and shout out to MyFirstWig for sponsoring another video. I have some cool stuff lined up for September, even though I'm about to have some faux locks in, and I told you guys that, but I'm only gonna keep them in for like a week or two, and then we're gonna get back into my reviews and stuff. So make sure you are subscribed. I have some great content coming for you guys, and make sure your notifications are turned on so you can be a part of Premiere Squad and chat with us live as we watch my videos. It's so fun. Shout out to all of my moderators and stuff that help me with these premieres. You guys are very helpful and I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.